Skiddly doodly. Scoodly doo. What's up, you guys? Wednesday morning here for your girl, and that cute baby's sleeping, so let's go in. Let's do it. I am inviting myself and you to take a big breath in, and we'll let it go. Today, I would like to speak on harmony in relationships, especially and specifically. This is an area that I've been fascinated by, I feel like forever, since I was a little girl. I think I've just always been fascinated by just the spectrum of the human experience, and then the spectrum of just relationship experiences and how we relate to one another. One of my personal up levels and my awareness was when, I realized that we are in relationship with everything and everyone. A relationship is simply an exchange of energy. So you're in a relationship with money, you're in a relationship with sleep, you're in a relationship with your children, with your parents, siblings, with food, with nature, with your pets, literally with everything. And with this kind of knowing that's been coming forth through me, which is that most of the core wounds, like the very root wound that many humans walk around with, is this separation from sameness, or separation from how alike we all are, how alike everything really is. The inversion, that's just what I'm going to refer to the dark forces that rule this planet. I'm just going to call them the inversion. So the inversion frequency wants us to be separate from our interconnectedness within ourselves, within each other. And so it makes drama in relationships very accessible and very easy in this reality. So many of us are used to just having some type of even very subtle drama thread throughout the energetic cord of our relationship to other, and especially within our relationship to self. So the work, if you're choosing to experience higher and higher levels of actual love, actual liberation and freedom while you're in your human incarnation at this time, if that's what you're choosing, which I choose that, and I feel like many of you, if you're here, you're probably choosing that. You're hanging out with me. So if you're choosing that, then you have to choose it to exist in your relationships as well, through the frequency of harmony. And this is a teacher for me, as I'm in many different types of relationships close to me. I'm in a co-parenting relationship with my bonus daughter's moms. I'm in, relationships with my family, and my romantic relationship, and my relationship with my child. And this is one area that I personally feel very proud of, in that somehow this ability to choose harmony is just kind of like innately there. And I feel like we can all access it, but it takes a lot of unwinding the parts of ourselves that want to react, the parts of ourselves that want to make someone else wrong, the parts of ourselves that want to fight back or take a stand or prove something. And all of that has to kind of slowly be laid down. And it's not that all of the relationships around me, we all see eye to eye on everything. We actually do not. There are many things that, I have quite a bit of lack of seeing eye to eye. So it's not getting everyone to see things the way you see things or process things the way you process things. That's not what creates the harmony. It's not saving people. It's not having that type of relationship. It's literally just learning how to love them. Now, when someone disrespects us or causes us harm, or when there is conflict is always just an opportunity to look at what is unresolved within that relationship, within ourselves, within that person. You cannot control how someone sees themselves, sees you, sees their life, sees this reality, and you wouldn't want that control. All you can do is step into a shared experience, even if it's conflict, and be willing to achieve a common place. Ultimately, the humans that are around us, now this can get tricky because there are malevolent forces that can be expressed through someone where they really want to inflict pain and they really want that chaos to exist. That is many people's reality, and the only part of that I want to share today, and I'll do a whole other episode on this, is that those forces are not completely that person. Those forces are connected to the inversion. And so our pure self, our prime self is what I've been starting to think of it as. The prime self does not cause harm or want to cause harm or experience the chaos. It is always calibrating towards harmony. So this is why so many of us are being initiated in holding duality, because it's not going to completely go away right now in this lifetime maybe, or this part of our reality. We will be faced with duality in our relationships. Our responsibility is to not cause harm. There is helpful energy and there's harmful energy. And your heart will know when you are doing one or the other. Our job is to not cause harm to others that we are relating with in a romantic relationship, in our families, in our co-parenting relationships, and to not place ourselves so far away or so much more enlightened than that we can't just simply relate on the human level. Most people want what's best for themselves, their families, and everybody is combining their current level of awareness and their life experience with how they show up in the world. And there is so much unconscious hurt and pain and sadness and trauma that has not been sat with yet in so many people. The inversion gives people an easy way out and a way to pretend like it's not there and numb it, but that's exactly why there is so much disease and unwell unwellness on this planet right now. So we square our shoulders to it by choosing to look deeper, by choosing to ask the deeper questions, by choosing to show up, and by knowing that it's happening how it's supposed to for you in your relationships. Everything that's happening around you is a mirror for your evolution. And we're supported in it. And there's so much more I can say. I want to keep these short, especially because I'm recording while the baby is napping. But I hope this lands for any of my friends out there who just can feel like you are being tested in different parts of your life and your relationships, and like within that testing you're also being made more resilient. Keep opening your heart, keep slowing down, and don't be an asshole. That's the whole point here. We gotta be kind to ourselves and each other. I love you so much. I'm standing with you, and I can't wait to sit with you again. Let's take a deep breath in, and let's let it go. Thanks for sitting with me for today's episode of Deep Breaths with Danielle, Brian. Love y'all. Woo!